Hey everybody, it's Rich Z of ZStrengthFit.com here with our New Year's Eve post talking about motivation. Well, it's that time of year where everybody gets these resolutions and goals, and a lot of us pick something really big, something that's going to be a challenge, and we're going to be uncomfortable going through it. It's not going to be fun the whole time. And when those days hit where it's a real big challenge, we look for motivation. Now, if I pick a goal and I think that goal is a really good goal, it's a strong goal for me, I probably have a really strong reason why I want to accomplish that goal. And for me, that's the number one thing for motivation. It's my number one key. Why do I want to accomplish that goal? If I have a good reason why, I'm going to be motivated. I'm going to be able to handle those tougher days. I'm going to be a little bit more resilient to the challenges. I'm going to work through being tired. I'm going to work through that smell of cake coming down the hallway. Whatever it is, I can make it. Now, if I have a weaker reason why, I'm probably going to have to look outside a little bit more, try and get some extra inspiration to keep going on days when I don't feel like it. There are going to be days where I probably don't even do anything because I couldn't find enough motivation to go. And this isn't to say that it only happens with people with resolutions. It's not to say it only happens with the beginners and the newbies. It happens to everybody. It happens to the vets. They all lose motivation. Don't let anybody bullshit you. Everybody's not excited every single day to go into a gym or to go into the kitchen and put in work and do the things that aren't always enjoyable. Because face it, it's not enjoyable to give up all of my cakes and my donuts and eat healthy carbs. It's not enjoyable to go out and run for miles and miles if I'm not a runner. Take me, I'm a lifter. I would rather go into the gym and train and do squats every day of my life, but I still go out and run because I know it's part of that healthy body that I want. It's part of my healthy plan. So I go through those days just like you do where I'm not motivated, but I've developed discipline. Through doing it enough times and making it through those times where it's a struggle, I've developed discipline. And that's what we hope that all of you can get to. We hope that you make it to that level where when motivation's not there, you do it anyway because you're disciplined enough to do it. And in the beginning, it really is about you. You have to bring that motivation. And if you bring your motivation, you bring that why, then we can help you. And as a coach, I can't do it for you. I can help you along the way. I can help you on days you're struggling. I can start to get you on the right path. But no matter what any coach will tell you, we can only be a little bit of your motivation and your discipline. So if you're training with a coach, if you've got a buddy that you go to the gym with, whether it's your wife, your husband, your brother, somebody you work with, they've got limited effect on what you do. Sure, they can be there and drag you to the gym with them. They can help you push a little bit harder. They can try and keep you on track with your meals. But what happens when they're not around? And when they're not around, that's where it comes back to you and your motivation to actually accomplish your goal. So looking at a normal week for somebody, you maybe get 6% of your time, 10% of your time with somebody that's got the same goal or is willing to help you along your goal. And that's if you're lucky. For a lot of us with these resolutions, we're going in cold. We don't know anybody in the gym. We don't know how to start eating right. We've never done it before. So we're looking at a lot of outside help. And that's fine. It's part of what happens. But you got to stick to it. You got to have that reason why to start. If you're an online client, or if you belong to an online community, something like a Fitocracy or a bodybuilding.com forum, whatever it is, there's going to be some support there. But again, a lot of it's going to fall back to you. Online, nobody knows how hard you're working. Nobody knows how hard you're pushing. Nobody knows what you are and aren't doing outside of that keyboard. You can type that you stuck right to your meal plan, you hit the macros spot on, but you could have eaten 6 Oreos throughout the day, or those 5 potato chips that you said you were going to have actually was more like half a bag. But none of us know it. We don't know if you're at the top end of what you're capable of doing while you're out running, or whether you're out there squatting or benching. You can say you're doing it, and without video, without being able to be there, it's really hard for us to tell. So, as a coach, this is probably my bigger challenge, is I want everybody to succeed. And if I want it more than you want it, now we have a problem where you've got to get that motivation, you've got to get that discipline. And this happens with every coach. We're going to have clients where they want it, but they don't. And to make you get over that hump, to get you to that point where you really do enjoy it, is special. And we're going to work our butts off to get there. But in that in-between, we got to work on you being motivated. We got to work on you being disciplined. We got to work on getting you to that point where you don't need us all the time. And like I said before, we all want you to succeed. Just, it's flat. That's the rule. We don't do this because we enjoy watching people fail. We do this because we enjoy watching people succeed. We want you to reach your goal. And in the beginning, that external motivation, all right, if that's what you need, we're going to try and give it to you. We're going to try and inspire you. Understand that it's only going to work for so long from us, and then it comes from you. So if I'm giving you hand-holding, pixie dust, rainbow hugs, whatever it is, unicorn farts, as Pete would say, and that's what motivates you, after a while, it's going to wear off. If you need it every single day, it's going to wear off. If you're one of those people that gets motivated by being yelled at, by being, negative reinforcement, at some point it's going to wear off. At some point, the yelling and the screaming just isn't going to have an effect anymore. And at that point, it becomes a Ray Lewis moment of it's you versus you. And if you're asking for that every day, chances are the why behind your goal isn't a good enough why. It's not the right why for that goal. Not saying the goal's bad. Maybe it's just the wrong time for your goal. But you've got to have that reason behind it. Now, if you only ask for that help every now and then, you look at those motivational quotes every couple days, every couple weeks, every couple months because you're starting to drag today, you're probably in good shape. You probably got this down where you're able to do it. And what's going to happen is it's going to turn into discipline. And then on the days you don't want to do it at all, you're still going to do it because it's part of what you do. So the next time you're sitting there and you feel that motivation lacking, you feel like you can't do it, before you go and ask for help, before you make that post that says, hey guys, I'm really not motivated today. Somebody give me motivation. Because, trust me, I've seen it. It comes up on one of the websites I'm on, Photocracy, where somebody will say, help, I need motivation. And it's a common theme with coaching where one of the responses is, I lack motivation. Well, go back and reassess the goal. Before you even go and ask for that motivation, before you type it out, why do you want to accomplish that goal? Why do you need that motivation? What's missing that you need the motivation? And if you've got a good reason why, and you want to accomplish that goal, and you can figure out what's missing, you're going to need less and less external motivation. You're going to be able to start doing it on your own. Because like I said, eventually the motivation I can give you is going to wear off. The inspiration you're going to get is going to wear off. You're going to have to keep moving on to newer sources. And I hate to make references to things like drugs, but it's exactly what motivation is. External motivation is just like drugs. A little bit dodgy in the beginning, but all of a sudden, when you're into it a couple of years, you're going to need a whole lot if you expect to get anywhere out of it. So, like I said, work on that internal motivation, work on building the discipline. When you need it, use it, but don't rely on it. And we're pretty much going to wrap this one up right there. As always, if you have any questions you'd like to see answered, send them to us. We're on Facebook, we're on Google+, Twitter. Send it through email. Go to the website. We've got a nice little form up there. Sign up on that thing, zstrengthfit.com. You'll get subscribed to our newsletter. Send them out once a month. We don't spam. If you got questions, hit us up. We'll make sure we answer it for you. And everybody have a safe, happy New Year, and good luck on accomplishing your goals.